try to snatch these pigs wanna blow my house down. Head underground to the next town. They get mad when they come to raid my pad, and I'm up in the 9-deuce cab. Yes, I'm the pirate pilot of this ship. If I dip with the ultraviolet dream, hide from the red light beam. Now do you believe in the unseen? Look, but don't make your eyes strain. Like me, it's going insane. Insane in the membrane.
Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo.
Fall like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache, gotta wait till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay.
Fall back here, get back. Fall back here, get back. Back, 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 back. Fall back, 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 back.
I only like bad, but a thick, it's a big, it's a no. So long as she get really, really. Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once when we like we go back, way back. When it now we on track. But you can never ever be my man. You a whole snack. You said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach. Play that. Say that. I be in the streets like a stray rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it.
Fall back here, get back. Fall back here, get back. Back, 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 back. Fall back, 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 back. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, doo-doo-doo. Fall back here, get back, back. Fall back here, get back, 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 back. Fall back, 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 back. Fall back here, get back. Fall back here, get back.
Go, 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 shorty. It's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give cause that's your birthday. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. When I pull up out front, you see the Benz on dub. When I roll 20 deep, it's always drama in the club. Now that I roll with Dre, everybody show me love. When you sell like Eminem, you get plenty of groupie love. Look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Roll down, G's up. I see exhibit in the cutting, man. Running, man. Watch how I move, you mistake before I play up. Been hit with a but I don't walk with a limp. In the hood, in the LA, they saying 50, you hot. They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop. But holla in New York, show, they tell you I'm local. When the plan is to put the rap game in the choke. I'm fully focused, man. My money on my mind, got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now shorty says she feeling my style, she feeling my flow. A girl from Wooded, they ready to find me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, if you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of mama, I got what you need. If you need to fill up, I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug again. My flow, my show brought me to go. That brought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my shoes. Look, homie, I done came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you be happy I made it. I'm that cat by the bar to the good life. Moved out the hood, now you tryna pull me back, right? Get the bumpin' in the club, it's on. I'm with my eyes to chicks. If she smash, she gone. Hit the roof on fire, man. Just let it burn. If they're talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks told me, cause go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate, then watch the money pile up. Or we can go upside there with a. Come on, they know where we be. You can find me in the club, full of. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you're in the getting. You can find me in the club, full of. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you're in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, it's a problem, pop on. Shady Aftermath.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly, I can walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision while I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. They always share the same title. That be the talk. That's foul like a stop in Frisk, New York. At 20, I said I better quit by 30 than my 30. I thought by 40 rapping is corny. How wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard and live. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-train, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside leave the beat flame. It was Rod Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw they songs in a cyanide. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up to shows booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what about that?
Hey yo, Preem, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
Alright.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
Alright then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's album time. Yeah.
It's time.
It's time. Black is time.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
changed how I feel. Let me cook. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with your baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that I'm your number one fan. I wanna give you my heart. You see the silver lining when I'm in the trenches. You stand beside me with your patience and forgiveness. I wanna give you my heart. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside me. Nothing can stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. Baby,
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we start week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Throwing to start the drive. McNeil will try and set up the screen. It's complete. Down the left sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Packers at 4-6 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Get it! Cougar 19! Steady!
Now the first carry here for the running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now. Warriors 7, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Looking to throw. McNeil. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team is capable of.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Go! Viking 18, go!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Working to put a drive together. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
46-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Hands it off out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper and 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
from the 9, 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. The extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes it 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was. The case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On the ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Off play action. McNeil. That's caught by Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Back to throw. McNeil. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Here we go. Start. Cowboy.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Beltran. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
3rd down and 10. Looking to throw. McNeil. Will try and do this himself. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Viking 8, ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
chest them. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Browns drive about to get started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 35, here's second down at 7. Here's Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. Now it's Burrow. This throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now receiver in motion left. Now Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 4 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Browns 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Come on.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their foot. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Browns 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. But at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Burrow will throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
First down, they'll run it on the draw play. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw. McNeil. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taking it about the 16. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Landon Jackson
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They show up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them constant, and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau, and their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Beltran. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. 6.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Kind of picked themselves up from that one. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burrow. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Here we go. Warriors 7. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Browns are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted.
Ready, set.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now Burrow changing the look. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Burrow.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone. Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Come on, set.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Room to maneuver at the 35. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Packers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side.
Because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Timberwolves.